It was fun, man, and we still have way more of the con to explore. I think any convention where you can't even really knock it out in one day really goes to show that you're getting your bang for your buck, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you're getting so much money. I mean, and the tournament was free to enter too, mind you, friends. Like, if you pay for the con, you can show up to the tournament
Dang,
and
man.
play, or you can just dip out if you don't want to play. So, I mean, these two right here, of course, doing the former, they said, no, we're here to play, and we're going to get the job done in the big ways. Let's go ahead and get it, man. It is Cloud, and of course, it is Alf, not Olimar. That's right, friends.
Yes.
I'm an Alf appreciator. Don't play with me. Nice cross slash in the corner. You know how the pressure goes. Back to the ledge. Down there or backer is on the horizon, but now I'm going blue. I'm about to make it do what it do right here.
And we already see the Spargo inspiration here, back-to-back Clouds, both sets here. Alf on the screen. Both these characters definitely very usable, not too uncommon here in the tournament scene, but I guess you can say that about a lot of characters in Ultimate, right, Rod?
Sure.
Most of the cast pretty viable. I mean, obviously there are some of the weaker end characters, but definitely out of all the Smash Brother games, one of the more balanced ones for sure.
No, for sure. It definitely varies too on like the level of viability to just being absolute doggy dookie, but I think everybody definitely has a place. So, of course, as you can see right now, I think, on paper this matchup certainly goes one way, but my goodness, that's certainly going the way I thought it was. Love that up smash in the middle of the stage. Love that level of precision. Very difficult to have on a character. Very similar to what we were talking about with like Fox and Pikachu and Pichu, characters with really great ground options. Olimar and Alf not to be taken lightly at all. And I think, you really have to proceed with caution, disjoint or not versus this character,
Oh yeah, of course those smash attacks are so good for Olimar and Alf, right? The up smash, the forward smash, even the down smash. Sometimes you get both procs on the shield there. Got the purples on deck. Those are the ones you gotta watch out for. Those are the powerhouse Pikmin, and of course the blue Pikmin for the stock here. We'll see if Moon goes ahead and which Pikmin he wants to ditch and rotate here. Gonna keep blue. Sometimes we'll see Olimar players kind of ditch the blue because the biggest thing is using it for that KO throw. The yellow ones have so much activity, so you even see Olimar players kind of gravitate towards those. But right now the lineup, double blue with the purple, and the purple doing work.
See what I'm saying, man? That purple one's getting the work right there. And you got to really watch yourself as you approach him because the matchup changes on the fly. When that blue one is active, it goes out a much further range than the other color Pikmin. So, of course, you're trying to outspace around Olimar, but you ended up getting grabbed because you were just a little too far away for your own liking. And then the minute you break that zone, it's the purple time. It's the purple and the yellow. It's the Lakers, bro. We ready to box. Ooh. It's Malice in the Palace, bro. So, great stuff here. Got to figure out what the adjustment's going to be. Dash attack just in the middle of the chaos. I mean, maybe not trusting the strings and their combos anymore. As you know, if you combo Olimar out, you have to watch it. I think they're going to go for that, I think whistle being like frame 1 or frame 2. They can get themselves out of trouble with relative ease. So, got to watch yourself right here. But match is evened up, 1 stock apiece. Let's see what the trade-off is going to be.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that Olimar and Alf, more of the improv, if you will, always knowing the lineup, right? The damage percentages can change, the range can change, the activity of the moves can change, and as the opponent, you really got to keep track of all this. Now, the Olimar player or the Alf player, they're going to be super used to this, but dang, this solo purple is doing mad work.
It's getting to work right here, and I think it's just all about conditioning. I mean, we've played the match one type of way up until this very point. Now I'm switching the gear. I'm switching the flow. The vibes are not the way you thought they were before. I'm breaking that zone, and I'm here to break some bones, my boy. There it is. There's the backer on the top platform. Love the stall. First swing across slash. Great situational awareness right here, but will it be enough right here to mount this comeback? Turn around F tilt. That's the Sortie classic. Either going to be back air or a turn around F tilt in the corner. Oh, you tried it.
Okay, we'll see. Olimar, not the heaviest character here. The double roll, but center stage not going to be enough. Going to burn limit here. Off stage situation. If you get a back air or down air is going to be the trick here. Taking a bunch of residual damage from the Pikmin. The blue online. The purple is as well. Out of shield. No, you go for the spot dodge instead. I wonder if that was a missed input coming out from Moon, because I know the shield stun can be very, very long on that dash attack. So. Yeah, very curious what that option was because there should have been a back air out of shield, but the spot dodge coming out instead and then the up smash punish. What a crazy scramble to end game 1.
That was scrambling everywhere if I've ever seen it myself. And I certainly thought, with the way he came up off the ledge with that forward air, I thought, okay, he's not afraid. Because, an afraid player would have came up off the ledge, held shield, or tried to jump or roll. But he said, no, I trust within myself. Forward air is going to connect. Gets up close and personal, applying the same sort of physical pressure that he was doing just a moments before. But then spot dodge, I'm like, no, I'm gonna be real, there's no big brain play when you're Cloud up close and personal. I'm swinging the sword, bro.
Yes.
Like, I'm not waiting for you to, I'm swinging, bro, because there's a good chance whatever I'm swinging is safe on shield. So I'm swinging once, and if I miss, guess what, bro? Rinse and repeat, the remix. Next game is here, though. Game number 2, we are on Town and City. And, of course, we have ourselves an even bout as this match kicks off. But it looks like N8borsclub, I hope I'm saying that right, start to pull away. Or excuse me, I got it backwards. Not pulling away. It's Menos that's starting to pull away here.
Trying to get some damage here. N8bor was doing an incredible job early game, just mixing up all the different cross slashes into the grabs here, but evening things up. Olimar, or Alf actually, can just do so much damage, especially if you get some Pikmin attached to your opponent and then you start comboing them. Is it a white Pikmin, right? All the damage can add up so quickly. The frame trap almost coming through here for N8bor.
That's right, just a little off the mark. Gets the up throw, but of course the ceiling not doing you any favors here on Town and City. Nice, getting rid of that blue one immediately. That's kind of the luxury you have when you have a sword in your hand, you know. Might not be as quick as some of the other characters, but you do have that disjoint to be able to swing safely away. Once you know you're covered in that red or that yellow Pikmin, usually the Alpha or Olimar will try to go in for the fault, but I still have a disjoint out because I'm trying to get your Pikmin off of me, so you still need to watch how you approach me. Even stocks again. Okay, back into this corner. And nice, getting up underneath the short hop forward air. Very dangerous thing to do. Forward air and back air, two of the more dangerous, well, really all his arrows are dangerous, but the forward air and the back air are the two that really keep me up at night.
Yeah. I mean, you're coming down with so much threat, and like you said earlier, it's extremely safe on shield. So even if you try to use defense to mitigate the damage, it's really not going to be your turn still. And then on top of that, if you try to swing back, well, that one just auto wins in Cloud's favor. That Buster Sword having such a huge disjoint with so much amount of damage here.
Okay. The spacing is present here. It's real. Of course, in the corner, you have to watch out. Now, if I have the blue Pikmin, I can threaten that space. You know, you try to run up and shield, maybe go for a fall away forward out of shield if you're Cloud because you have that much range on me. If I beat you to the swing, I will grab you, but if I also get close, there's a chance I can break that shield up as well.
And Meno avoiding.
Oh,
wait a minute. There's no double jump here. Forced air dodge, and oh man, you didn't go off in forward air there. That was no double jump. And in that situation, Meno just tried to use the side B Pikmin throw with the purple, and just because of that, N8bor is able to get this stock lead. But man, I gotta say, this is definitely the closest match we've had so far. Every single stock feels like once a player gets a stock lead, they're not really able to establish too much damage here, and we might see it repeat itself once again if Meno is able to immediately get this stock back.
Well, and I think that's the beautiful thing right here about like where we're at as a community is that, you know, the whole concept behind getting washed in pools isn't quite a thing anymore. People are pretty much evenly skilled for the most part. Now, I'm sure in this wave we do have some killers that we have grown to love on that Lumi rank, but as the time, as things sort of stand right now, we definitely have everybody kind of on even footing here.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a lot of the community, there's not as crazy as a gap as there once were, especially in the very early parts of the game. Where, oh my goodness, all the way up using that Town and City platform as your takeoff pad there, and my goodness, that backer so deep, and that was one of the more convincing wins we've seen this set. N8bor getting that game number 2.
That's facts, bro. I mean, he has bounce in his tag, so he had to bounce all the way up there and make that play happen for himself.
Yeah.
This is just a tough matchup, though, no matter how you spin it. I think there's a lot of deadliness to Olimar. You know, I'm a big fan of Candle from Wisconsin. They're one of my favorite players, period. And I've really got to see how detrimental this character is. But it looks like we have a switch off here. No more Alf, no more Olimar. Hell, this character ain't even from outer space. It's Bayonetta.
Yeah, addition in Smash 4 here was quite the menace. Not so much the menace, more of a crowd favorite if you ask more players nowadays or more spectators. But very interesting counter pick here, and I mean, we don't. It's so interesting because I don't see a lot of people play Olimar and Bayonetta, right? So
yeah, yes.
I do agree with you though. Olimar versus Cloud is very rough for Olimar. I mean,
yes.
There's so many situations where you can't really deal with forward air, back air, and most other aerials. But right now, N8bor doing a really good job getting this lead, getting a bunch of clutch shield. The read on the down smash there. Bayonetta getting launched all the way from center stage, not having the greatest amount of weight for the backup either.
Yeah, and then also just kind of paling in comparison to, like, you know, Cloud and a lot of the numbers on their moves. I know Jab is frame 9. up tilt and back air, as great as those are. That's 7 and 11. So, I mean, not the quickest options in the world, but certainly potent when they decide to land, because then stuff like this happens. You get taken sky high, but dropped off into magnifying glass. Not quite enough to get the job done. Got to figure out some adjustments here and fast. Gonna jump out of shield immediately. Back air, criminally safe on shield. I ain't gonna say criminally. She needs something. She needs something. I'm glad that her kill options all come out of like combo string, like straight up combo string, like no straight hit anythings anymore. Because Jesus, man, what a time. Oh, and then no grab range. Now you know better than that. Keep your hands to yourself. Up smash, sending Bayonetta sky high. I got rage. I'm going blue. This is just not a good time for the Umbra Witch.
Yeah, and right now, Meno probably going to need some type of jab by the edge here. Yeah, that's going to do the trick for the KO. Again, like you said, Rod, it's easier said than done. When you hear the word jab, you're usually thinking like frames 1 through 5-ish, right? Again, Bayonetta having one of the slower jabs in the game. But it does get the KO, it does get the job done, but at what cost already? Meno at last percent, 82. Neighbor looking like trying to close this one out, convincing 3.
Oh.
Dang, man, trying to send him to the loser's bracket with no confidence, man.
Oh, D, bro. Try to mix him. He said 1-2 jab, finishing touch. You tried it. Oh.
Streets are savage out here, man.
They really are, brother. Wait a minute. Okay, gonna be a lot of ending lag on the way down. Still able to get out of harm's way, though. Dive kick. I believe just one frame slower than the actual afterburner kick itself, but doesn't seem to matter. Out of frames, and unfortunately enough, out of time right there. Beautiful stuff right here to both of those two individuals. And again, MomoCon just in general, getting to see a lot of character variety. Yeah. Olimar, Cloud, Bayonetta, you know, and then I think we had a little Fox earlier, some Byleth. And what's crazy too is that we're seeing characters on the utility belt that I'm really struggling to draw comparisons to. Like, how do you go from Fox to Byleth?
Yeah, we even see
I'm
some
not
Sora.
understanding.